Because number one, purpose is not your job. Purpose is not your career. It's not your vocation. Now, here's how I can tell it to you simply. I believe that purpose is that spiritual quality, a spiritual calling and quality that has been deposited by God in each one of us to carry out good works on earth for his glory. Remember the book of Ephesians chapter 2 verse 10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Now, purpose is a spiritual quality. It's not a job that you do. But what happens is that our jobs become the vehicle, or our careers become the vehicle through which purpose can be fulfilled. Right? Let me give an example. For example, my purpose is to alleviate suffering. Maybe that is my purpose. I want to alleviate suffering or eliminate suffering from people. Now, through that purpose, it can be expressed in different forms and different careers. For instance, a doctor who is saving lives is alleviating the suffering of sick people. It could also be through the career of a lawyer who is defending the voiceless, promoting justice into the lives of people who have been oppressed, by the yokes of injustice. They're alleviating suffering of the people. It could be a home. It could be a life coach who is teaching people to become better versions of themselves. So in that way, they're also escaping suffering, which could include poverty or other issues. So the purpose itself is one, but how it is being expressed in different, careers and vocations. Now that one is dependent on your gifts and talents. For instance, if I can use the same example, if my purpose is to alleviate suffering and, I become a doctor, how do I know that I am supposed to be a doctor? Maybe through the gifts and the talents that God has given me, through the qualities, my personalities, my natural interests, exposure in life, that can guide me into becoming a doctor. But on the other hand, I may not like hospitals. I may not like to see sites of wounds and blood. I may not like anything to do with the medical facility, but I still want to alleviate suffering. So I can do that through being a lawyer, because maybe I'm interested in law. Maybe I'm interested in going to court to represent people. Maybe I'm interested in speaking for the person who cannot speak for themselves. So you see, I'm still serving the same purpose, but in a different way. And what makes me choose a different path is because of my natural abilities, natural tendencies, interests, personalities,